Good afternoon, and welcome everybody to the virtual 50th annual meeting of Coastal Horizon Center. We really wish we could celebrate in person, but are so thankful to have all of you join us virtually today to recognize the wonderful accomplishments of Coastal Horizon staff and board. I would like to now introduce former board member Bo Dean, who will open us in prayer.
Well, ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Yeah, we're coming together a little bit differently. And as many of you know, a lot of us, well, I do Santa. And in that spirit this year, I'm coming to you a little bit differently than I have over the last, I don't know, decade or so. But no differently in the sense that every year that I've had the privilege and honor bringing the invocation to the annual meeting, it's been a real humbling thing for me to be able to come before you and to bring an invocation for this annual meeting. It's extraordinary, right? That 50 years is the year that we're celebrating this year for Coastal Horizons. And I started doing this 10 years ago after following in the footsteps of Reverend Barksdale. And I would come up onto the dais. What an extraordinary sight to look out and see everybody that brings such extraordinary work to the world around us with love and hope and grace connected. And to my right and to my left, there would always be these incredible elected officials that literally would clamor to get on this dais, because not only would they want to be connected with what you do every day, they knew that the only way that they could fulfill the promises and the understanding of what they did every day was because of what you all enlivened in the community every time you showed up to work and made a difference in the world with love and hope and grace. And always sitting to the right was Margaret as the CEO, who was always connected and understanding that what she did and opening the door and advocating and carrying the message of this incredible institution was all about continuing to move it forward and making sure that what you did was known and understood and truly being heard to those that would help to make it move forward. And then there were judges that sat next to me. Talk about humility. Me sitting next to judges that would swear in the new board each annual meeting. Becky Blackmore, Judge Blackmore, Judge Ray, and they would add to the overall efficacy the incredible responsibility of what a board does to really show that we were taking seriously what this meant. There was one judge in particular that I sat next to that's no longer with us physically, but is with us in spirit. And her name lives on into the ether, into the heavens. And that was Judge Ola Lewis. And her energy would vibrate next to me, and we would joke and we would share little moments of love with one another. And I have to share with you that as she went through her chemotherapy, she and I would text each other, and I would send her pictures of the beach, and she would send me pictures from Minnesota, and we would share time together. And on her last text to me, as she was facing the end, she wrote me this. She said, "Today is supposed to offer me much of the same. For this is the day the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice and be glad in it." Faced with the certainty of the end of this part of her journey, she was going to rejoice and be glad in it. I think that's a great way to invoke today's 50th anniversary. that no matter what we're faced with and no matter what we come to today, we can rejoice and be glad in it. Full of understanding that love and hope and grace are abundant every single day. That what you do and what you create through Coastal Horizons and what it has done over these 50 years has continued to make the impossible possible and bring forth all the good in the world and connect it in a way that what seems magical is really reality. So let's pray for a moment. Let's be connected to not only those that are not physically with us, but those that are physically in the room and connected across through this particular virtual format. You know, Mama Weller used to sit right in front and she would look up with such pride at her daughter leading this organization. But what was truly magnificent about looking down at her was the connection that you all understand, is that by grace, we have all come together from whatever place, and we have found truth in knowing that what we bring forward helps us help others. That by taking care of ourselves, by showing up, we become living vessels of opportunity for other people. So join me in a moment of prayer. In all names we gather today, but in all names in one, holy names together. We thank you for this opportunity to gather on the 50th anniversary of this incredible organization that has grown and flourished and covers almost the entire state of North Carolina, but truly born in this region to say there is hope. Hope in gathering that moment when two are coming together, and in that place of despair or in that place of unknowing, there is knowing. In that place of despair, there is something that can be different, that can be connected, that can be changed. And it's because we showed up and we are given this empowerment. And knowing that there can be grace in all of it, and abundant grace, because we are willing to see and not only to be able to give out, but to give to ourselves that which is needed to be healthy and create that outcome moving forward. We are grateful to be together, even though disconnected in this world and being in the virtual, we are still bound by that love and that grace and the hope that is eternal and part and foundation that is Coastal Horizons. We give thanks today in all those holy names. Amen. Be good to each other, be well, and we'll look forward one day at a time to all of that love, that hope, and that grace continuing to move forward. Happy everything to everyone, and we'll see you again.
Thank you, Bo. When we met together last December in the ballroom of the convention center for last year's annual meeting, we celebrated the incredible success of our organization throughout the 2018-2019 fiscal year. We recognized the real life-changing work each of our employees do every single day in the face of constant challenge. Little did we know this fiscal year would present even more pressing challenges: a global pandemic, another hurricane, social and political unrest, and much more. But amid these challenges, the true spirit of Coastal Horizons has endured, and we have continued to provide essential services that foster healthier lives, stronger families, and safer communities. The largest challenge faced by Coastal Horizons and our entire community, country, and world this year has been the COVID-19 pandemic. Unsurprisingly, we've responded to the pandemic with resilience and determination, ensuring that the community continued to receive critical services during a time of significant disruption. Particularly following Governor Roy Cooper's stay-at-home executive order back in March, many of you quickly moved to a virtual platform, providing teletherapy and telemedicine, assuring there were no significant gaps in service delivery for those we serve. Others of you for whom teleworking is unavailable or impossible secured the appropriate personal protective equipment and continued seeing patients in person despite an increased risk of exposure to COVID-19, which continues. This commitment and servant leadership demonstrated by all of you throughout this pandemic reflects the best of our organization. Thank you for your commitment and your service. Despite unprecedented and challenging circumstances, the 2019-2020 fiscal year was a year of incredible growth for our organization. Since the last fiscal year, Coastal Horizons employee headcount increased 9% from 538 employees to almost 600. Over the same period of time, our budget increased from over 32 million to almost 41 million. This is a year-over-year increase of 21%. Even greater, we are increasingly efficient with each dollar of revenue. Coastal Horizons' year-over-year net gain increased 67% from approximately 600,000 in the 2018-2019 fiscal year to over 1.8 million in the 2019-2020 fiscal year. This is a record profitability in the 50-year history of this organization. These outstanding results are a direct reflection of the hard work of many. It represents the collective commitment of Coastal Horizons staff, volunteers, donors, and community partners through these trying times. To all of you stakeholders, everybody watching this annual meeting virtually today, thank you. I, your board, and our communities are eternally grateful for this service. There's no better way to celebrate our 50th anniversary as an organization than to recognize these outstanding results as a result of your steadfast service in such a challenging year. Thank you. Now I would like to ask all of the 2020-2021 Board of Trustees members to join me in the reciting of our board oath. Please follow along on the screen as I share the oath with you. Please raise your right hand, board members and officers, and repeat after me. I, Andrew R. Jones, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute my position on the Board of Trustees of Coastal Horizons Center, Inc., and I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and uphold its mission and bylaws. So help me God. Congratulations to the 2020-2021 Board of Trustees and officers. They are as follows. I am your board chair. Colin Hackman is vice chair. Jennifer Cranford is secretary. Brad Hudson as treasurer. And Margaret Weller Stargell continues as president and CEO. The other trustees are Dr. Angela Ballantyne, Chief Chris Blue, Dr. Heather Braithwaite, Tom Brown, Stephanie Dunn, Henry Cherry, Steve DiBiase, Dr. Kelly Evans, Shane Fernando, Representative Holly Grange, Jimmy Hopkins, Dr. Jennifer Pagliai, Connie Parker, Tom Potratz, and Nancy Scott Finian. The success and sustainability of an organization like Coastal Horizons comes not just from one person. It takes the hard work and the commitment from all who work with it. Over the last several years, we have been fortunate to have the very dedicated service and leadership of the two Board of Trustee members we are now about to recognize. Keith Strawn recently retired from New Hanover Regional Medical Center as its Vice President of Human Resources. Keith and his wife, Leanne, have since moved to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to enjoy retirement life. Keith served on Coastal's board from 2017 until his retirement earlier this year. He provided leadership and guidance on many fronts during his service, including as an important advisor to our strategic merger with Wilmington Health Access for Teens. Keith also donated to Coastal Horizons with his time and resources, including providing holiday gifts and dinner on occasions to the kids in our open house youth shelter. Keith, today we say thank you to you for your 3 years of dedicated service on the board. As a token of our appreciation and a sincere thanks, we will be shipping to you a framed John Golden Coastal photograph with a plaque that reads Keith Strawn, Coastal Horizons Center, Inc., Board of Trustees, 2017 till 2020, December 16, 2020. Elle Woods is retired from the military and lives in Wilmington with her husband, Dr. Jonathan Woods, and their 3 children. Elle served in many roles on the Coastal Board during her 3-year tenure. She was an active and a vocal member of our development committee, and she later went on to chair several of our fundraising events and became ultimately the chair of the development committee. Elle was instrumental in bringing in 2 of our most inspiring annual fundraiser speakers. Many of you may remember in 2017, Hadley and Gentry Eddings shared their incredible story of forgiveness, hope, and redemption after losing their 2-year-old son and their unborn child in a tragic car accident caused by an impaired driver. Then in 2019, Elle had the idea and helped us secure Medal of Honor recipient Sergeant Dakota Meyer, who shared his story of his battle to overcome post-traumatic stress disorder following an attempted suicide. Elle spent countless hours on each of these incredible events and many more, including our annual Power of the Purse and Duck Derby fundraisers. Elle, Coastal is extremely lucky to have your service on its board for the last 3 years. And today we say thank you for your dedicated service and your leadership. As a token of our appreciation and sincere thanks, we'll be delivering to Elle a framed Mary Ellen Golden Coastal watercolor print with a plaque that reads Elle Woods, Coastal Horizons Center, Inc., Board of Trustees, 2017 to 2020, December 16th, 2020. I will now turn it over to our President and CEO, Margaret Weller Stargell, for her remarks and some staff presentations. Margaret?
Thank you, Andy. Good afternoon, board and staff, and happy holidays. Welcome to our annual meeting. While I am sad that we cannot all be together to celebrate Coastal Horizons' 50th anniversary and recognize our board members who generously give up their time, as well as recognize our staff, in particular today, those staff who've been with us for 5+ years, I am thankful we can at least be together virtually. The past 9 months have been challenging for us all as we've worked to navigate our way through this pandemic. None of us could have predicted what was in store for our future a few months ago, but as I note in the annual report, Coastal Horizons is an organization which consistently demonstrates that extraordinary and exceptional times brings out exceptional people. Without question, we have an incredible board and staff. It is abundantly clear our board, staff, funders, donors, and friends feel a deep sense of pride in and commitment to Coastal Horizons. And as such, I'm enormously proud to work alongside you. We have so many individuals to recognize today that I won't take up more of your time expressing my sincere gratitude, but please know how very thankful I am for each and every one of you. Now is the time for us to recognize members of the staff of Coastal Horizons and have an opportunity to celebrate our most valuable resource, our staff. For it is their steadfast commitment and dedication to this organization and the clients and patients we serve, even in a pandemic, that keeps us strong and viable in our community. And it is my honor It is my privilege to recognize them today. I want to begin by acknowledging a group of people that I have the privilege of working with every day. Truly, they are that phenomenal group of individuals that I am proud to call my management team. Bill Van Loo, Chief Financial Officer. Karen Chappell, Executive Vice President of Operations. Eric Luttner, Vice President of Medical Services and Corporate Compliance. Kenny House, Vice President of Clinical Services. Bob Jalbert, Human Resources Director. Lindsay Joins, Quality Improvement Training Director and Opioid Treatment Program Sponsor. Steve Tiedemann, Chief Information Officer. Jennifer Burns, Controller. Ryan Estes, Treatment Operations Director. Brianne Winterton, Crisis Intervention Services Director. Elizabeth Redenbaugh, Development Director. And Sarah Boyce-Foy, Executive Assistant to the CEO. Thank you, management team, for all that you do for Coastal Horizons every single day. As Coastal Horizons celebrates 50 years in operation, it too is a time to celebrate and recognize those individuals who have been the mainstay of our organization. The success of Coastal Horizons is due to the unwavering commitment and dedication of the staff that are in the trenches every day. The patients and clients walking through the doors of any of our locations in the 57 counties of Central and Eastern North Carolina, or are being seen via telehealth or telemedicine, can be assured they will be met with a dedicated, qualified staff committed to providing a continuum of quality care and services. The foundation of this organization is predicated on that position. The individuals who are about to be recognized have been employed at Coastal Horizons for 5 years. We recognize individuals in 5-year increments. Today, we say thank you for your years of service to Coastal Horizons. We will be shipping your service award and/or pin to your home address. We start with 5 years of service. Autumn Alford, Child First. Lauren Ballard, Intensive In-Home. Sandra Brown, Region 2 Task. Talicia Bryant, Intensive In-Home. Aisha Bunting, What? Crystal Burrows, Region 2 Task. Paul Davis, New Hanover Outpatient Treatment Services. Beth Deaton, What? Leanne Garner, Pender Outpatient Treatment Services. Holly Gibbons, Brunswick Outpatient Treatment Services. Matt Goodnight, Intensive In-Home. Aquanetta Jackson, New Hanover Outpatient Treatment Services. Mary Kelly Martin, Hearts. Mariah Martina Lopez, New Hanover SAIOP. Montrell Miller, Continuum of Care. Tina Murray Simpson, What? Jason Myers, Intensive In-Home. Sarah Nelson, Intensive Family Preservation Services. Caroline Nunley, Open House Youth Shelter. Garrett Owens, Region 1 Task. Evan Park, Finance. Crystal Pelham, Child First. Charles Pickford, Reset. Jamie Purple, Intensive Family Preservation Services. Mara Cruz Ramirez, Clinica Latina. Robert Ramirez, What? Veronica Reed, New Hanover Outpatient Treatment Services. Samuel Spade, RRS. Denise Strickland, Pender Outpatient Treatment Services. Veranda Stroud, Region 2 Task. And Chantar Waddell, Intensive In-Home. Please join me in congratulating these employees on 5 years of service to Coastal Horizons. We will now recognize those individuals who have been with Coastal Horizons for 10 years. Kenneth Colston, Brunswick Outpatient Treatment Services Therapist. Rachel Crow, Open House Youth Shelter Residential Counselor. Glenda DeBose, Brunswick Outpatient Treatment Services Co-occurring Coordinator. And Rocky Patel Jethwa, Regional SAIOP SACOT Supervisor. Congratulations to all of these employees who have served Coastal Horizons for 10 years. We will now recognize those individuals who have been with Coastal Horizons for 15 years. Sandrea Kubali, Region 2 Task Care Manager, and Ed Cornegie, Region 1 Task Clinical Coordinator. Congratulations to these employees who have served Coastal Horizons for 15 years. We will now recognize one individual who has been with Coastal Horizons for 20 years. Wilma Jarvis is a nurse with our opioid treatment program in New Hanover, which now serves approximately 600 patients. Congratulations, Wilma, on 20 years of service, and thank you for all that you do for Coastal Horizons. The next person we will be recognizing has been with Coastal Horizons for 35 years. This individual is John Dale, who is a prevention specialist. We asked 3 of John's colleagues to share a few thoughts about their work with John, and this is what they said. John was an early adopter of supporting parents of children with troubles. In his early career with Coastal Horizons, John was a residential counselor at the Open House Youth Shelter and Crisis Line. John learned some simple tips to help parents of runaway and traumatized youth. He would schedule in-person meetings to discuss ways parents could improve communication, deal with behavior issues, and find resources. Parents would wait for John to be on shift even after reunification with their child to hear his calm and encouraging words. He continues to use his 35 years of experience with parents today by providing parent education programs in New Hanover and Brunswick counties. John worked on the outdoor adventure course when it was a more rustic tree course, not the Alpine Tower it is today. He helped many a person make the difficult transition through fear and uncertainty to successful completion of the high course. Years later, people still remember that feeling of fear to go higher or come down, accompanied by John's encouraging words that, quote, "I've got you. I won't let you fall. And you can do this. Just take a deep breath and one step," end of quote. John is musical, and he has given many a young person music lessons in his spare time. He is also an expert gardener and is known as Johnny Appleseed, or rather, the plant whisperer. John works to ensure all programs are taken care of and clients get the programs they need. He works extra hard to ensure no one is left behind. He has seamlessly switched to all virtual programs with anger management, parenting programs, and the Juvenile Detention Center. His quiet demeanor hides his sense of humor, but it is there. His commitment to Coastal Horizons is unparalleled and commendable. John Dale embodies the character of Coastal Horizons Center. Please join me in congratulating John Dale on 35 years of service. It is now time to present the Flo Stein Award. The success of this organization is due to a number of people, as you've already heard. The commitment and perseverance of a hardworking staff is at the core. Flo understood a long time ago the necessity of working hard, pushing forward, and staying focused with the vision and purpose to assist the most vulnerable people in our communities. And so it is for this reason we established the Flo Stein Award. We are delighted that Flo is joining us today to congratulate this year's award recipient. At this time, I want to recognize the nominees for the Flo Stein Award, and I'm pleased to say that we have a record number of 22 nominees this year. They are as follows: Nadine Cannon, Intensive In-Home Team Lead; Chantel Cassiano, Intensive Family Preservation Services Supervisor; Pearl Clark, Task Region 1 Executive Administrative Assistant; Sharon Dickey, Intensive In-Home Team Lead; Lanny Ellis, Primary Care Physician Assistant; Kim Hogan, RRS Facilitator; Shirley James, Task Region 2 Care Manager. Alice Johnson, Child First Clinician. Stacy Kaiser, Crisis Intervention Services Grant Manager. Sam Kiger, Outpatient Treatment Quick Response Team Therapist. April McCoy, Continuum of Care Peer Support Specialist. Shanita Manley, Records Manager, Intensive Family Preservation Services. Danielle Michelonis, Outpatient Treatment Therapist. Paul Miller, Intensive In-Home Team Lead. Janice Padrone, Child First Clinician. Mike Perosi, Task DWI Services Specialist. Jasmine Rivera, Intensive In-Home Qualified Professional. Candace Garata, Child First Clinician. Julie Simmons, Pregnant and Postpartum Women Program Coordinator. Angela Stanley, Primary Care Family Nurse Practitioner. Matt Tyke, Psychiatric Practice Manager. And Amy Williams, Intensive In-Home Coordinator. Congratulations to all of this year's Flostein Award nominees. You are all winners, and your colleagues have said so. This year's Flostein Award recipient was the very first graduate of Coastal Horizons Reset program and excelled while in the program. Since graduating Reset, this person obtained full-time employment with Coastal Horizons as a peer support specialist and was promoted to peer support specialist coordinator in October of 2018. This person has dedicated their spirit, knowledge, and a tremendous amount of time, both during and after normal work hours, to the Reset program, providing numerous hours of transportation to and from treatment services, aftercare groups, and NA/AA support meetings. This person lives and breathes Coastal Horizons and recovery. They were critical in helping Coastal Horizons Reset program obtain funding from New Hanover County, as well as the SAMHSA grant that awarded Reset over $2 million. Most recently, this individual serves as a facilitator for our RRS program, where they continue to offer their personal journey as motivation for others involved in the justice system. Radiating kindness and compassion, this person has an undeniable energy, smiling and greeting everyone, and is never seen in a bad mood. This person truly embodies the meaning of the Flostein Award. And so it is my pleasure to announce the winner of the 2020 Flostein Award to Kim Hogan. Congratulations, Kim. I will now turn it over to Flostein to congratulate Kim on this most deserving honor.
Hello, everyone. As you probably know, one of my greatest pleasures is to recognize the great staff at Coastal Horizons, and especially to thank you all for the dedication you have to your jobs and to the people that you serve. I am very pleased today that Kim Hogan is the recipient of the Flostein Annual Award, and I want to congratulate you and tell her that I can tell she's my kind of people.
We have one more person we need to recognize today, and that is our President and CEO, Margaret Weller Stargell, who is celebrating 35 years at Coastal Horizons. Margaret, there are a few people who would like to congratulate you.
Margaret, congratulations on 35 years with the company. Thank you for your leadership. Got anything to add? Nope. Congratulations.
Margaret, I would sincerely like to thank you for your leadership, your vision, and your perseverance with Coastal Horizons for 35 years.
Hi, Margaret. Congratulations on 35 years at Coastal Horizons. You know, I always love to tell people that you followed in my footsteps, except that you did it so much better than I. I'm so proud of the leadership you've provided to your program, your board, and your staff, and the services you've provided to so many people, but the leadership you provided for the state. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Bye-bye. Love you.
Congratulations, Margaret. You are such a blessing to our community.
Congratulations on your 35 years of wonderful leadership at Coastal Horizons Center. We appreciate all you do for us, and we look forward to many more years of your leadership. Thank you.
Margaret, thank you so much for your leadership for the past 35 years. No one could anticipate this parade of president as Flo selected, so thank you for all you've done.
Hi, Margaret. Congratulations on your huge accomplishment of 35 years with Coastal Horizons. Also, thank you for your leadership and everything you've done for Coastal.
Congratulations on 35 years, Margaret, with Coastal Horizons. Thank you for your leadership, your loyalty, and dedication to our organization.
Congratulations, Margaret, on your 35th anniversary at Coastal Horizons Center. Coastal Horizons Center is what it is today, thanks to you and your leadership.
Margaret, congratulations on your 35 years with Coastal Horizons. You're truly a superstar leading a team of rock stars. I'm honored and humbled to serve on the board with you. May you have many more great years with Coastal Horizons.
I just want to congratulate you, Margaret, because it's all about you. 35 years, extraordinary leadership, grace, and a masterclass in resilience. I have seen you under some of the most difficult circumstances anyone could be faced with. Crises that people may never, ever truly understand. And you have done it with extraordinary, extraordinary leadership. Thank you for that.
Margaret, congratulations on 35 years with Coastal Horizons. We've been through a lot this year, and I am continually inspired by your leadership and your service and your dedication to our community. I look forward to celebrating by popping open this bottle of champagne when we can do that sort of thing again.
Hello, Margaret. Congratulations on your 35 years with Coastal Horizons. It's an honor to serve alongside you, and I wanted to thank you for your leadership, wisdom, and guidance in helping to make our community a better place. Looking forward to many more good years to come. Thank you.
Margaret, as we celebrate 50 years of service to our community and state, I want to thank you for 35 years of unwavering and dedicated service to Coastal Horizons. Thank you for being our president and CEO. Under your leadership, Coastal Horizons has grown exponentially. You are a transformational leader who consistently inspires our staff to answer the question, what are you doing to help others? You serve our community and state with integrity and grace. I could not be more honored to be a part of the team that you have both nurtured and empowered at Coastal Horizons. Thank you.
Hi, Margaret. I just wanted to say congratulations to you for your 35 years of service to Coastal Horizons and to the Wilmington community. I have always admired you for your professionalism, your vision, and your extraordinary leadership. So thank you again for your service and congratulations.
So many awesome changes in our community over the last 35 years. I think College Road used to be a 2-lane road that went past Wilmington College, not UNCW, back when you started. Such an amazing career. So proud of you. Congratulations.
Hi, Margaret. It is really an honor to have this chance to congratulate you on a remarkable 35 years of service to Coastal Horizons. I want to personally thank you for your friendship and leadership in the time I've been associated with the board, and I can't wait to see what you do over the next 35 years. Congratulations, and again, thank you for all you do.
This is Bob. Who's calling? Margaret? Just put it in the voicemail. Thanks. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Congratulations on 35 years. Thank you for letting me be part of this organization as well. I've really enjoyed working with you.
35 years? How did that happen? In all seriousness, Margaret, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thanks for your dedication. Thanks for what you and what Coastal have done for the state of North Carolina during this tenure. It really, truly is amazing. That said, here's to 35 more.
Hi, Margaret. I wanted to congratulate you on 35 years at Coastal Horizons Center. 35 years within one organization is quite rare.
Congratulations, Margaret, on your 35 years of dedication to Coastal Horizons Center and your impressive display of leadership. Way to go.
Just want to say congratulations, Margaret, on 35 incredible years with Coastal Horizons. You've done so much for this organization and for our community, our region, our state.
Congrats on 35 years, Margaret.
I've been so privileged to spend 16, almost 17 of those working as your assistant. Thank you for your leadership and how much you fight for Coastal Horizons every single day. It does not go unnoticed. Thank you for everything. Congratulations on 35.
Congratulations, Margaret, on 35 years with Coastal Horizons Center. What an amazing accomplishment, and thank you so much for your leadership and your service to our community.
Congratulations, Margaret, on 35. Wait a second, 35 years? Wow, that's nothing. You've got at least another, well, let's not count, but congratulations, boss. Great job.
Happy work anniversary, or whatever it's called.
Surprise! Happy 35th anniversary, Margaret, at Coastal Horizons Center. That is remarkable. But you know, I remember back in the day when you would jump out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning to go meet a rape victim at the hospital, to modern day times when we've all seen you stand before county leaders and fight for Coastal Horizons like a true warrior. You were destined to be where you are today. I can't imagine Coastal Horizons Center without Margaret Weller Stargell. I'm so proud of you. But as proud as I am of you, there are 3 people in heaven who are beaming right now. Mama, Daddy, and Willie are so incredibly proud of your accomplishments at Coastal Horizons Center. But you know what? As remarkable as it is, your work is not done. So happy anniversary to 35 years, but here's to many, many more.
I want to thank Margaret for her leadership, Bo Dean and Flo Stein for joining us today, and I want to thank all of you who joined us for this 2020 annual meeting of Coastal Horizons Center, particularly the board and our over 600 employees. We have much to celebrate on this, our 50th anniversary as an organization. It's my pleasure to partner with you as chair of your board of trustees, and I look forward to seeing the incredible things we're going to do together in service of our community over the next 50 years. Happy holidays. We're adjourned.